Hey guys, Coach Ash here, and today I want to talk about why you're either getting fitter or you're getting fatter. Now, let me explain this. So, a lot of you have probably heard of the compound effect. And the compound effect basically means any action that you do, you get an exponential return over time. So, if we keep that in mind, look at what an exponential graph looks like. It starts slow and then it just shoots up. Right? The same thing can apply to your fitness journey. If you are working out, eating healthy, drinking water, getting your supplements in, recovering, sleeping well, over time you're going to get fitter. You're going to start to see some abs here and there. You're going to feel a lot more energetic. You're going to have a better cardiovascular system. You're going to have a lower resting heart rate. Those things are just going to happen as a result of the compound effect of putting in the actions and the work required to get you to that end goal. Now, the same thing can be true of somebody that is getting fatter over time. If you're always eating junk food, you never work out, you don't sleep 8 hours a night, you binge eat, you don't drink any water, you're always drinking soda, milkshakes, burgers, over time, you may not see it now, but over time, you're going to get fatter, and before you know it, you gained 100 pounds. Guys, I've had a client that was over 400 pounds. And once you get to that point, it's very difficult to move your body because now your joints are limited and you don't want to hurt yourself. You have to be a little bit more mindful of your safety. Now, you're either getting fitter or you're getting fatter. You're growing or you're dying. There's no in between. So you always have to keep in mind that what habits am I doing today and how is this going to affect me in the future? Am I getting fitter or am I getting fatter? And I like to keep it super simple with my clients. Stick to habits that you can do on a daily basis that take zero to no effort. Like getting 10,000 steps a day. You just got to get up and move around more. You got to walk in the morning, walk at night, walk during your lunch break. Those are things that are easy to do that don't require any equipment. Drink 2 liters of water. A lot of people don't drink enough water, and that's why they're always fatigued. That's why they have brain fog. That's why they always crave junk food. It's because they're just dehydrated. Those are just examples, but you guys should get the point by now. What are you doing to get fitter and healthier? And what do you need to stop doing to avoid getting fatter over time? This concept got introduced to me by The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, which is a great book, by the way. If you guys are readers like me and you want to read books on personal development and self-help, read The Compound Effect. That's one of the books that really changed my life and changed how I view things, because the compound effect works all the time, whether you want it to or not. You have no control over the compound effect. I'm also going to talk about inputs in another video, so if you want to watch that, definitely subscribe to the channel so you can catch that video. All right, back to the topic. So what are the habits that you need to do so that you stop the projection of your health to be an undesirable outcome, meaning getting fatter, right? It's simple. Water, drink 2 liters, get your steps in, cardio, work out 3 times a week. Pack your workout clothes in your meals. Make sure you're prepared. Think of yourself as an athlete when you're doing these tasks. What does an athlete do? An athlete prepares, an athlete prioritizes recovery, an athlete trains hard. You have to think of yourself as an athlete, and it's not going to feel natural at first because you're so used to doing these other tasks that have been just habits and they've been done over and over. But you have to realize that you can get yourself out of the hole that you dug yourself in by changing your present action. That's it. You decide that today I am not going to be fat. Today I'm going to be an athlete, and I am going to choose drinking water, eating healthy foods that fuel my body, and I'm going to choose working out and getting in shape. That's it. You just make the decision, and from there, inspired action comes in and supports that decision. Anytime you make a decision, you're cutting off all other options when you make a decision. When you cut off those actions, that means that you're focused on this one thing. Everything else doesn't matter. And if your focus is to get in shape for 2025, if you're halfway through the year and you're not where you wanted to be, or you're not where you're supposed to be, and maybe you fell off track, book a call with me down below and just go in the link in the description and just book a free call. See what strategies we can work on to help you and get you back on track. But having that accountability really helps so that you are going through the process or you're working with somebody that is going through it with you. If you've tried on your own for the longest and nothing's working, you need to try something that works for you. You can keep going on this path, on this trajectory of getting fatter if that's not what you desire. I think it's fair to assume that most people want to have a healthy body. They want to have the healthiest version of themselves. And that doesn't mean that it looks one way. You're toned and slender and you weigh 130 pounds. The definition of healthy can be different for everyone. Healthy could be being able to go up the stairs without knee pain. Healthy can be being able to walk around Disneyland for 3 hours and not get tired. Healthy could be being able to do 3 pull-ups. Everyone's definition of healthy is different, and I'm not saying that everyone has to lose 50 pounds of fat to be considered healthy, but I do think that we should be getting closer to the range of what our body can handle and sustain that allows us to perform the best that we can. And we need to take advantage of the compound effect to do that. We need to start changing our habits now. We need to start knowing that it's this or that. You're either getting fatter or you're getting fitter. There's no in between. You're never going to stay the same, because even as you age, your metabolism is slowing down. That means that you're burning less calories and you're slowly adding on pounds of fat over the last 20, 30, 40 years of your life. And we need to be mindful that life is lived in the present. Your present actions and your present choices can be different from your past. You have the ability to change your mind and decide that you don't want to live an unhealthy life anymore, and you have that freedom, you have that grace. Use it. You're not bound by your past self. It kind of makes me think of that Christmas movie with the Scrooge or something like that, Ebenezer Scrooge. And it's like you have your past, present, and your future. Imagine your future self comes to you and said, you could have this, you could have been that, you could have been this, but you decided not to because you were just stuck in your ways. You decided not to because you let your mindset hold you back. You let the past define you. How crazy is that we let our past actions define us so much that in the present moment, we can't even decide to make a different choice because we're in bondage by our past. Guys, this is serious. You are not defined by your past. You are not who you were in the past. You can decide to be a different person today and move forward and live a different life if you just make the decision to get better each and every day instead of getting worse. Once you make that decision, it will not be an easy path, but you will have the momentum to push you in the right direction. And I hope this video inspired you. I hope this video helped you get closer to your goals. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you subscribe and click the link down below if you want to book a call with me. Have a good one. Bye.